Hello students, hope you all are healthy. Welcome once again to my class, and today we'll continue the second chapter of civics, that is working of government. So let's begin with the introduction of government. What is government? So government is the system or group of people governing an organized community, often a state, but also other entities. So basically government is a system or group of people, and their work is to govern the state or the whole nation or country. Now a government is divided into three levels. In order to have control over a large number of people without any chaos. Our country is very big, area wise also and population wise also. So it is tough to control with a single group. So the government has substituted the powers in three different levels, and the name of the levels are central level, state level and local level. Now what is the need of the powers? To control over a large number of people, because if there will be different groups at different levels, there will be substitution of powers. It will be easy for the government to control over the population and to sort out the problems of the common people. Now the levels of government were divided to keep a check on internal and external conflicts matbhed. So it was very important to substitute the power or divide the levels of government, because it will make easy for the government to keep a proper check, to keep a proper review of the public. Now between the people of some time or different communities, sometimes conflict between the people of same or different communities because of some reasons. So who will sort out the conflicts? The government will sort out the conflicts. But if there will be only a single group to deal with a large population, it will not possible to solve the conflict on time, and it will create lot of problem for common people. That's why government is divided into different levels to sort out these problems or these conflicts between the people or different communities. We have already discussed about the government at the local level in detail. In our last chapter we discussed about the government and different types of government. Now in this chapter we'll discuss about state government, working of a state government. What is a state government, what is their work, and at the end of this chapter we'll be able to answer questions such as how a state government is elected, what is the process through which a state government is elected, and what process of election is taken. Now definition of government. Now we'll start with the state government. The state government is responsible for the matters related to a state, or we can see that state government in India are governments ruling in states or union territories of India, and the head of the council or the head of all these state governments is chief minister. So the state government is responsible to look after the matters which is created within the state. Now they include maintaining. Now the responsibilities of a state government include maintaining law and order within the state, providing health care, within the state, irrigation facility in the state, electricity, drinking water and transport facilities, and much more. Now the next one topic is universal adult franchise. Hope you remember the definition of universal adult franchise, but once again I want to make you revise that universal adult franchise means all adult citizens of the country should have the right to vote without any discrimination of class, caste, religion or subcaste. Now you can understand the definition of universal adult franchise, that universal adult franchise allows citizens to appear in the elections or to take part in the elections and cast their vote to choose the representative who they preferred. As its name suggests, it is a universal right, which means it is given to every person of the country, irrespective, means without asking for their caste, color, creed, religion, education, qualification, designation, sex, etc. In India, every citizen of age 18 years or above is allowed to vote. Now, the next one topic is elections. And elections are very important part of a democracy, as we learned in our last chapter also. So the Election Commission of India is responsible for conducting election. Election Commission ensures that the process is carried out in a free and fair manner. Means the election should be conducted in a free and fair manner without any kind of conflict or without any kind of problem. Now, Election Commission was set up in year 1950 to manage the elections in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, State Legislative Assembly and State Legislative Council, the local government positions and the offices of President and Vice President of the country. As I told you that powers are divided in our country at different levels. So elections are also conducted on different levels. So it is the duty of Election Commission to conduct a free and fair election in the country so that people feel comfortable and confident to vote, means they cast their vote to whoever they want to choose there as their representative. There will be no force on common people to choose the representative. All members of this unit are elected by the President of the India. It means who elects the members of Election Commission? President of India elects the members of Election Commission. Now we'll continue with the next topic, types of elections. There are different types of elections conducted in India. In India, elections at various levels are held for different categories of representative. First, members of parliament in Lok Sabha, members of parliament in Rajya Sabha, members of legislative assembly, members of state legislative council, members of local panchayat, replacement member of a representative who dies or resigns. Now the next one topic is process of elections. Let us understand the process of election in India by taking one example of Lok Sabha elections. The polling is held between 7 and 6 PM, मतलब 7 से सुबह के 7 से शाम के 6 बजे तक वोटिंग टाइम होता है. एंड गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉयज़ इंक्लूडिंग द प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर, गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉयज़ को इसका इंचार्ज बनाया जाता है, जिसमें प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर एंड पोलिंग ऑफिसर्स आर असाइंड as in charge to conduct elections on various voting sites. Different voting sites arranged according to the facility of common people, and electronic voting machines, EVMs, are set up, and the citizens are allowed to cast their votes. After casting the votes, the left index finger of the voter is marked with an indelible ink, मतलब कि ये इंक जो जल्दी नहीं मिटती है, ताकि इससे पता चले, इट्स अ प्रूफ दैट दिस सिटीजन हैज़ कास्टेड द vote, which ensures that they vote only one time. One person, one vote. Now we'll continue with the process of election in our next class.